Yeah, that's just Shivers.
All right.
It's just like
Why the hell?
Dude, what
That's
if
the recap. I just named it 11.
Dude, what if the Think Train rolls in 11?
Oh shit! For my second.
Don't give
Or-
him
or his-
ways to tie that
Luckily
to me.
for you, the Think Train has not been shot by a paper man. Ooh. All right.
I
And
would.
let's let.
You know, I wish I wouldn't have noticed it. I wish I would still not see it. I wish I could take back seeing it. I want you to make it even
Dude,
bigger.
you should have just like slowly increased it over the session.
Yeah. It's gonna be really fucked up if it pops up on somebody else's screen.
Dude, oh, damn it! Why you gotta say that? Now I feel bad that I didn't do that.
All right, Shivers, what happened last time?
So we started the session with my 11 bleeding and everybody shell shocked from the dice explosion. The Think Train got its axle blown up and was like wounded and injured. I hobbled back and we started like talking about a game plan, what we were gonna do, because the Think Train was in even worse shape. We came up with a couple different ideas. Rhino time wasn't out of the question, but we would do some more damage to the Think Train. Tundra, like always, immediately got to work on a woodworking project while we all talked about other ways to get around this shit. And what did end up happening? I'm gonna bring up the notes.
we didn't murder hobo someone from Little Griddle.
Oh,
I was actually just thinking before the session. I was like the way I had a kid count for the Karl campaign. I feel like there needs like an old person count would be great.
Yeah.
I just want the other way.
Yeah.
Cradle to grave, baby.
An old person, an old woman with a cart and a very conveniently shaped metal rod rolled up and starts lecturing each one of us about how we should be more pious to Diel, and almost jives with Marcus, but then Marcus kind of lets her know what's up with where he stands on all that. And then she makes a proposition with us that we can pray to Diel in order to get a better deal on the axle, as Tundra's just working away, and points out the axle like 4 or 5 times while he continues to work. God, love Tundra. And we do decide to not murder her, hobo her, but we also let her know that there's no way in hell that we would pray to Diel. Shiver's fully convinced that doing so would call an angel of fire down from the sky to just fight them immediately for daring to try to pray to Diel. But yeah, there was a lot on the line, but she probably didn't know about that.
Just imagine you start praying. He's like, "Wait, is that them?" He just looks out the clouds. Oh shit! And just throws an angel.
Those sons of bitches are praying to me.
Angel.
I swear to God. Yeah, exactly. Fucking.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just like how easily we were ready to throw away money in the ocean, or like I think it was Tundra or Shivers that would just dropped all their gold in like Toft or some place.
Still on
But-
about
but
the
we-
ocean, huh?
But now we're like working so hard to get a good deal on this axle that's
I
like
know.
crucial for us.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a great deal. So
We did get a
it
great
worked.
deal.
We were about to get the deal of a lifetime, and she's
Oh,
really
they were more willing to pay more than to pray to Diel.
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
absolutely.
And it was life or death for the ocean.
Yeah.
This wasn't life or death. Yeah.
but
I mean, it's her life or death.
yeah, it was definitely her life or her death. And luckily, the think tank all got up on the right side of the bed today, and we chose mercy on her. But it also was kind of this thing where she let us know that there was somebody in Sanctus we needed to talk to save Marcus's soul. And Marcus was
in Lifestyle.
or in Lysdale, yeah, and Marcus was like, okay, I will speak with them. And that is the extent of what I am promising you. And we got the axle. Tundra finished whatever he was doing this whole time, but we were able to fit the axle onto the train, used Tundra's woodworking project to kind of assist in making our drive a little bit easier, and then we hit Rhino time. We started traveling. We had a very long way to go. We then each night decided that it would be a fantastic idea to transform into animals with Bali's polymorph spell. Bali fully lying about how it was going to function. Of course, him not knowing how it was going to function, but yeah, just that oops.
I'd say that's canon.
Yeah, very, very canon. But the way that you played off that hey, that didn't feel right. You're like,
oh shit, I punched him. I forgot.
He always says he's like, I'm such a bad druid.
yeah, that's said many times, multiple sessions. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with that, and we had a metric ton of fun with the future bird that Gerald turned into, with the 10-inch wanker. But in the meanwhile,
well, it was relative scale.
Oh, okay, it was relative. Okay, 10's not.
10,
no, dude. I imagined that the dick was bigger than the bird. It was incredible in my head. I could not stop laughing about the sight. But so I was trying desperately to get this 11 out of my chest because I was in trouble.
We can give
about
it to him.
Yeah,
And he wants it.
Yeah, I think he wants
give it
it.
to him.
Yeah, exactly. He don't remember anyways. Give it to him.
Yeah, for real.
You watched Shivers struggle to try to do shit against the paper man's damage to him, and he made it worse both times and ended up re-triggering the ink spasms and the ink vomit essentially, and he kind of lost hope that he was savable essentially, and the interaction killed a bunch of the ravens that were around during the Gerald transformation, leaving the big question: who really killed the ravens? Was it the 10-inch dick, or was it, flirting with the darkness? I actually think we don't know. But sadly, yeah, I could not remove this curse, and it really fucked with Shiver's brain, having this permanent possession essentially. And then
real quick,
what's up?
I gotta break it to you.
Yo.
A raven is 22 to 27 inches tall, so the 10-inch dick would only be like half of him.
Only half the bird.
Only half the bird.
Only.
Well, only half as long as the bird.
It is less funny. It is sad that it is less funny in my head, but it is more realistic, I guess. But
we do rules here. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
A dickless animal.
But we ended up pushing forward and making it to Lysdale after some talk about me possibly leaving and everybody being like, no, fuck that. I actually had a side thought, sorry to interrupt, but we always love in this game to be like, I'm gonna leave, and have the rest of the people in the party be like, no, we're never gonna let you leave. We're gonna fucking do anything we can to not let you leave. Anyway, it's just
We're
fun.
gonna stay best friends forever.
Yeah, exactly. I remember
kill
when
everyone around you, so you're alone wherever you go and come back to us.
Yeah, Bali's had one of
Known
those
each other
moments.
for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Almost 3 full weeks. Jeez.
I've known this diving suit for 1 day, and I'd kill everyone in the room and then myself if anything happened to it.
From the first why hello there, we were just But yeah, so we did meet this
How's it
dude.
been 3 weeks? I don't understand.
No,
My
dude.
brain can't put that together.
Been
It's
more
like,
than 3 weeks.
Okay.
I swear. I swear
I
it's
mean,
been more than 3
half of it's a coma.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so crazy, dude.
100 years more so. So we meet Aramis, and he does look very intense. It actually looks like he has a Kabakan weapon or some kind of like device that he has over his shoulder, and he has attendants that are Kabakan, right? Is that correct? Warforged.
He has 2, as far as you know, Warforged, and
Warforged.
I'll re-explain
So-
those in a second.
Yeah, dude, I don't remember any of that intro.
Yeah, no, I always do a redo. And yeah, that is where you left off. Was Bacala kind of sent some Asimar off to get Aramis. You said Zell, and for some reason I was gonna say Lizel, and I'm like, no, that's a very different D&D. Also,
Very much
voice
like
actor of
D&D.
one of the Judge Dreds. All right,
There's
let's
only
see.
one Judge Dredd.
Actually, there's 6 of them.
There's Sylvester Stallone. Yep.
So, you kind of have waited outside of this place for a couple minutes. And you see this Asimar kind of walk towards you. He definitely has this very aged look. He still has this same like tan skin of like the Asimar. You still see he has these like, it's like what was once like this golden hair that's now kind of grayed out a bit, where it's kind of whitened. That he's old. He wears, unlike most people you've seen, and most people you've seen up north have not really had like anything in the way of armor, really. Like, usually you've seen people wearing like leather or hide or something like that at most, or it being a creature that has its own kind of natural form, like the Graknork and its scales. But he, unlike pretty much everyone else you see, has this full plate armor that looks kind of aged, a little bit dented. He has this large shield with a symbol of Dael on it, as well as this kind of ornate spear. And then he has what Bali and Gerald identified as the Kabokan weapon, kind of covered in these little like pieces of scripture down the side. Like he kind of like waxed on these pieces of paper with like scripture of Dael.
Oh my god, he's a space marine.
Yeah, it's basically purity seals.
Wow.
And he kind of, he still has this like almost pep in his step. Like despite having all of this on him, he does not slow. Despite being like a very old man, he does not slow. He still goes onward, and following him are these 2 like very Zell looking Warforged. They're not as silvery, they don't have all the light in them. They're very much like this iron color. And they have these 2 large halberds with kind of the 2 triangular spikes. And they have these glass tubes that kind of flow along their body that you can see like what looks to be blood going through. As what's that?
And then they explode.
Then they explode, just like Zell. Just like Zell. He goes, "Hello."
Dude, that would kill us too.
Who's ready for the next campaign?
Yeah. Oh shit.
No way. Shivers would recognize that hello. He'd be like, nope, we need to get the fuck out of here.
He comes up. And he does like a bow. Kind of making like this like chunking metal sound as he does. Welcome to Lysdale. You're new around here. My name is Aramis.
What's his name?
Aramis. He kind of looks this
Because of
cart.
Aramis, I'm gonna like elbow Marcus.
He looks the cart up and down, including like, you know, the skeleton of the cat cyborg. Oh, what an interesting cart. And he kind of like looks it over. He kind of looks all of you over. And he like, how's Taruna?
You're looking at the axle, yes. Yeah, that's... She said she took pity on me and let us borrow it but we have to get it sent back when we arrived here.
Yes, of course, to Richard.
Did we know her name? Did anyone ask?
Nope, no.
Nope.
asked.
Nope.
Okay.
Smart.
We never do. I mean,
And
By the cause of the think tank.
he
Just
looks inside the cart. He's just kind of like looking around. And for a moment, his eyes kind of pass over you, Shivers. Let's be real, you're not stealthing.
Nope, but as always, lagging behind. Hello there.
Hello. He passes back to you, Marcus. Pity.
part of the deal was I needed to talk with you also.
He looks you up and down. You wouldn't happen to be one of Dial's vigilant, do you? Or, if you're pitied, perhaps once was.
Once was, yes.
Well, Lysdale's the right place to be if you're looking to find him again. We all look to find him. And although you must be going through your own trials and tribulations as someone who does not receive the call as their birthright, you know, I too still wait, even at my age. As you giving this one to you, Marcus, because you lived in a place where there would have obviously been ASMR. Essentially, they are, in a way, born to Dial. There are many worshippers of Dial, But Aasimar are kind of like, they are born kind of knowing or expecting at some point that they will be called to action by Diel. Like almost this like spiritual awakening. And all the other Aasimar you see around here are like very young. They're like young adults. And behind him you can tell that there's clearly like a lot of industrious work going on. There's a lot of carts carrying like ore going between this mine that's kind of a little bit behind him, kind of up this little hill. And I will actually, just so you have a representation.
I love the lettering. Looks like Greek.
All I'm saying is this town is called Lacedale and not Lacedial.
I know. I thought about that too. I was like, someone's gonna like that.
It's very pretty. You did a good job.
Yeah, that's good.
And kind of like the image shows, this whole area is sunny. It's not like the intense, like painful sun of these other places you've been. It's not like warm just because you're here, but it is definitely warmer.
I love the purple. That's
I assume you came to Lysdale for your cart.
Among other things.
We're also interested in the food thefts that have been happening in the area. We have interests in making sure that
oh my god.
Little Griddle gets its food back.
I just saw it.
Yeah, Dick's Picks. Yeah. It took me a while.
Oh my god, dude.
It's pretty good.
We're going there for sure.
So I just realized this might be a good place to resolve our Ohana resolve, but our soul coin situation.
What?
Or make it worse.
How do you mean? How do you mean resolve?
I think a long time ago we asked like if we wanted to free the souls out of the coins, we need like a paladin or cleric or like a powerful paladin or cleric, and the seeing number one being called the Soul Forge deaths just reminded me of the soul coins.
Hell yeah.
Or we could sell them for dick pics.
If you want it repaired, perhaps you would like me to guide you over to Richard's shop. And
sure.
He is a very good smith.
That's where we're going first, huh? To Dick's shop, huh? Awesome.
He's the smith, what can I say? And perhaps I'd like to discuss the thieves, if you would, maybe over dinner. I like to prepare something for people who are new around here. A feast in Diel's name.
Sounds nice.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make you pray.
You give everyone that comes
Safe.
into town this warm of a welcome?
Yes, of course.
It just seems we were kind of ambushed coming into town. That's not normal.
It is warm here.
Not many people come into town. Mostly those who are guided by Dio's light. This corner of the world is not much traveled. I'm surprised you would come here from... Did you come over the bridge?
We made our own way. And
Across the
it's
ice.
good. We establish a good relationship because
Cross the ice.
We are recent business owners and Little Girdle, so maybe.
We're hoping to make Little Girdle a bigger Girdle one day through our business, and also a prosperity brought to it by our business.
Yes, some of the people there like to speak of prosperity. Let me take you to Richard's. As he guides you up this road, you kind of notice that, like, a lot of this place is just heavily dedicated to mining. You see there's this Dawnstone sort of... one of these Dawnstone outposts where they ship stuff to and from. And as many boxes as there are kind of there for delivery, there's just as many of these, like, large, like, open crates full of just raw iron. There is a ton of it. And he takes you past, and you see this forge that's kind of pretty active. You see a couple of Aasimar walk out with kind of these nice-looking picks. And you see the sign that says Dick's Picks, just kind of hanging above that. Next to it, you see this smaller building that's kind of this little... it says Archaeologist Society on it. And you see this large pile of stone next to it, but none of it is like... it's not like the kind of red-orangish, like, iron. It's just stone. Well, I'll leave you to speak with Richard. I'm not sure what he'll ask for in payment. He usually asks for labor and iron. I imagine you can leave your cart with him, though, if you'd like.
You have to ask the cart.
Ask the cart.
Yeah.
Are we fine with leaving the thing churn alone?
You're not the only... I'm not the only one with constructs here, then.
Yeah. Is it a construct? Would I know that?
What?
Is it a construct? Does it fit the term construct, or is it something more fucked
The
up?
cart?
Are you gonna dictionary him? You're like,
That's
technically.
kind of up to you.
No, I'm just curious. No, I'm not. It's not clarification. I'm wondering how dumb I actually am. Like, do I know the difference? Right? Is my actual question.
I don't know. Do you?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, do I
You're
know
all-
that that's a construct and it's a construct or not a construct, or I have any idea what he's talking about? You know what I
I've
mean?
been working on it
Yeah.
a lot, you know.
Yeah, the wood.
You're like, it's a boat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Theseus, man. It's gonna be my boat soon.
Yeah, I don't know if Tundra would classify it as a construct in his head since he's like so close to it. Like, I don't know.
It's the cart kind of. The cart opens its figurative mouth. Well, I don't really want to be left out in the light, if you know what I mean. But I'll defer to the captain.
Ooh. I haven't been feeling myself recently, so a good rest would do me a solid mental weight off. I'll stick with ye. We can wait together while ye get repaired.
Aye.
And make sure that they don't try any funny business like remove the figurehead.
Yeah. Hmm.
Question. Who would put that on the sign?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Read the name. It's. I know not a lot of people come here, but like.
He looks at it and looks at you. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain to me.
Tundra, help me out here. Or...
It says Dick.
It does say Dix.
Yes, his name is Richard.
It's
It's a shortening of Richard.
Is Dick is a shortening? What?
I don't know nothing about that.
I suppose I never thought of that, but it is. But I wonder why it makes sense.
Gerald, you may not be the only one.
How do you mean?
I don't think
Says
I
Dick
told
is
anyone.
a shortening.
My name is not Richard.
I don't think I told anyone
Oh,
how.
you didn't tell anybody.
I don't think I did. I told him I would keep this, but I told
Okay,
all I
okay.
did was tell you that I wanted to give the bird a big dick.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you just told him he needed
I'm-
it.
I'm not understanding.
I mean, maybe you could
sell
infer that. I did say if I did say he needed it, maybe I did give off more than I wanted to. But yeah, that maybe I did. I don't remember that.
I mean, I have
Dick-
really high wisdom. I don't know if it's wisdom or intelligence, but
Dick sells picks.
That'd be
It is quite catchy.
Thank you.
because
Wait.
insight.
And memorable.
Well, you need.
You should,
What are
you
you?
should take notes here, Volley. That's quite catchy and memorable. It's a great business.
well, it's memorable because it's gross.
I'm just saying, maybe a snack fork as a future business owner.
Or you name it Dick
That's-
Fork. People like that.
Definitely be more memorable.
I'm.
Nobody wants to eat at a place called Dick
I'm. You're definitely interesting, folks. I will prepare the food.
I was.
I
You-
may check in on you again.
We're literally gonna turn this guy against us. He has no qualm with us right now, and we're just gonna be overtly ridiculous around him until he's like, dude, just no. Like, I can't abide these fools.
It wouldn't be Dick Fork. It would be Fork Dick. Duh.
Oh, that's better.
And how it sounds
Yeah.
like a fort, which makes it even more. You think on it. But if we also reinforce it like a fort, it's like, it could be either. When people talk about it and that they've been there, they'll be like, wait, which one is it? It creates conversation. This
about-
is good.
We just need we need a slogan. That's all we need. Eat like an emperor. It'll be great.
It's, I suppose if we're given that quality of service.
Eat like an emperor,
You know you
sleep
can.
like an emperor.
Aye, so he poisoned the food.
Someone's been paying attention. That's a good part.
Yeah, can we meet this guy? I want to ask him about the name.
You're gonna meet Dick.
Is he just inside?
Yep. Yeah, let's go inside.
You're good out here?
You-
You good out here, Shivers?
Well, we're gonna head in because this is where he's gonna get repaired, right?
Mm.
Oh, we bringing him into the cart?
There's a way to, unless there isn't.
I mean, the cart obviously doesn't fit inside buildings for the most part.
Oh,
Maybe he's got like a garage wall or something.
that's what I was envisioning for a workshop best place, but I guess this isn't that. In all honesty, it's
not
just
like
a pick
quick
place.
lube
I guess it is a
Yeah.
pickaxe place.
No,
It's
there's
just a
like
pick place,
there's kind
yeah.
of like a forge in the side, but it's
Yeah.
He's not really making anything right now.
I will stay out here. Yep, I'll stay out here.
Yeah, as the other four of you enter, you see this wall that's just like lined with all of these new picks. You see he's kind of looking over these like there's like two empty spots now, and you see he's looking over these like two broken ones. Well, shoot. And he looks up. You see this orc. He has kind of this like thin hair. He has this mustache that kind of just one of those like thicker but not as wide ones. And his clothing is all kind of like dirty with like, you know, soot and ash and stuff from the forge. But you can tell like he wears Dial symbols on his person, has them around, like outside the shop even. Well, new customers. Welcome to Lysdale, and welcome to Dick's Picks. What can I do you for? My name's Richard.
That's the rumor.
You can call me Dick.
Yep. We need a cart fixed.
I also have questions.
A cart fixed.
Yeah.
He kind of looks out the front of his shop.
Needs
and
minor repairs.
He puts on these picks and he walks out the front. And he just kind of like walks past the four of you. He walks up to the cart. Well. Oh, Dial. Oh. What sort of buffoonery have you all been up to?
I guess he's addressing me.
Oh, all of you.
Oh.
And I'm sure you must know that Morsa is quite dangerous nowadays. Traversing it.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
It got mauled in a mighty battle with the Graknork,
Mm.
but we came out victorious.
A Graknork, you say?
I have slain one, yes.
Like a big
That's
fish.
just a myth. It was probably a big shark. Why was your cart in the water? Or was
Not.
it a land shark?
Is that nice?
Well, the water's frozen.
Hmm. Yeah, it does do that.
I'm gonna take out a vial of Graknork blood.
Oh.
This is proof.
Yep, that's shark blood, all right.
I was gonna say, dude, that's like the worst proof ever. It really is.
Is it just like blood?
It looks like blood.
Yeah.
Maybe have you tasted shark blood?
How can you tell it's shark blood so easily?
What, in the 9? You want me to taste blood?
No, let's not do that.
I mean,
He
It's
doesn't
not
need
as
to
bad as
believe
you
us.
think.
wait, give him.
You think I'm some of those? You think I'm one of those animal people?
All right. Well, we know we killed it. That's all that matters. Okay.
Yeah, sure you did. All right. Hmm.
Could you, when you fix a cart,
Oh, you'd have to remove that.
could you
Have to trim off that.
infuse the blood with the cart, with the metal?
What the hell kind of Gerald idea is this?
No,
Maybe we could
I mean,
just stain
iron-
the-
I'm envisioning a Dial cart. Remove all this black. And you,
No.
Shivers, you feel like the cart like cringe. It's like, remove all this nonsense. And Dial's golden brass. All the way around.
You will do no such thing.
I'm sure you must know the black is quite good at retaining heat amidst this winter.
Hmm.
That's exactly why.
Do you know what is better at retaining heat? Dial's light.
So we'll pay you to just do a job and not worry about the everything else.
Well, this is a pretty hefty amount of damage.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll be a week's of iron.
How much is a week of iron?
15 days, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
We
Well,
could-
how much iron is 1 day of iron?
Yeah, what if we could get you 15 days worth in 1 day?
Then you make Dial real proud. And that means you could increase output by a huge margin. And that'll give you 14 days to teach the other workers. Buddy, he like looks you over. Oh, I don't reckon you got what these men of Dial have got.
I think ye be right about that. We be having something mighty different.
Mm-hmm.
So how much is that going to cost?
15 days of your hard labor.
It's a contract, guys. It's like a locked-in 15 days. It isn't like an amount
So you-
of ore.
Yeah, so we don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Is
As
there
he
a way
kind
to
of-
change it from time to quantity.
Get in there, Gerald.
Well, I
We're
figure
on
if
a
you
bit of a
can,
time crunch.
I figure if you can run one of the veins dry, maybe that northmost one, I'd take it.
Your northmost vein. And
Although that's still, I reckon that's still got another like 3 months left in it. At the rate these folk work.
What? This
I'm
dude
not
is
sure
fucking
we can-
extorting the shit out of us right now. That is
You see, he keeps kind
What
of.
about money?
And this is even without the golden brass modifications, right?
Mm,
That's without it.
no, I don't really got use for money. I already got a place. I got my picks.
You can give him?
Do you mind with the
I'm
picks?
here for the holy works of Dial.
Do you mind with the picks?
What
Like to
else would I do
yourself?
with Dick's picks?
I meant to yourself, or do you only sell them?
Oh, they got me working full time on their picks. If I had time to go into those mines with them, I'd be there right now.
Do you have any experienced wizards around here? Those with magic.
No, all those sort of weak-willed, nose-down sort of folk. They're all up in Vrifton.
I was going to say I could teach you to up your productivity here by making the pickaxes work for you.
The pickaxes work for you. That
Oh, yeah.
defeats the point.
Well, why? Well, it just means one person can use the pickaxe.
The
Another
labor-
pickaxe works itself.
The labor brings you closer to Diel.
Well, you would still do your
Putting
own
in
labor,
the
but you'd also
blood
get even
and
more iron.
sweat. Putting in the blood and sweat is
Well,
what
you
brings you there.
You
It
could
be
still do
okay,
that.
Gerald.
You would just get even more iron.
No, he can't possibly make enough picks for that.
Listen, I got a lot of picks in circulation.
That would require one pick for every person, and then another to animate for every person.
I suppose that's true. He did say they've already got them working full
Dick's
time.
picks
It's not enough.
Are sturdy and they are hard. They are made to be worked.
Sturdy and hard, but perhaps
Listen, my
not as efficient as it could be.
Dick's picks got hands on them all day.
Daddy do.
About that. How'd you come up with this name, Richard?
Well, I figure my name's Dick, and I make picks.
It's self-explanatory, Molly.
He said, hold on. You said your name's Richard. Now you Dick?
Dick is short for Rick. Richard.
I want to know how short your dick is, Richard.
What in the nine?
That's what I'm saying. Your name is gross, man.
What sort of buffoonery is this?
Why you got to be going by two names? That's just greedy.
Oh, he goes by two names?
Well, it's Dick and Richard, right? It's two different
Richard's
names.
my official name. The name I was born under the sun with. Dick is what they call me.
Why would you want people to call you that?
Because Dick's my name. I got my name of the gods and my name given by the people.
Yeah.
And Dial loves his children just as
So
much as he loves
His dicks? Go
his
ahead.
angels. Yeah, he starts to go a bit red.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want all this nonsense, you might as well head next door. I don't know if I got work to do with you.
What is next
Y'all
door?
come back when this buffoonery's over.
There might be a less religious metal worker in town.
He
Could
he
be, yeah.
walks back into his shop, and he doesn't like slam his door, but you can tell he's just like buffoonery.
Honestly, I know that this may seem out of character for me, but we may need to swallow our pride if we're going to do what it takes to fix the think train.
As with him kind of gone, you hear like the rattling of these chains. As you now see that there's like, you didn't see them get there, but you see this person wearing these rags. Like, when I say rags, like, I don't mean like workers' clothes, I mean like utter rags. Hi, Mel. Utter rags. And he is like out inspecting these stones. And you see, like, he takes out, like, this little, like, metal contraption. And it, like, he looks up at the sky, he looks down at it, puts it back at his side, and he continues digging through these stones. And, like, while he's at it, like, you see that there are these, like, shackles around his ankles and wrists, and there's just, like, these long broken chains that, like, rattle about.
Why the fuck is the madman from Darkest Dungeon inspecting these rocks?
Where is this? Is this the building next door?
Yes, this is at the Archaeologist Society.
I replied to what Gerald said about making a sacrifice.
Hey, don't be minding the brass and the bright metal. I can tarnish anything.
It's just more of a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, ain't no way I can't darken it.
I mean, we only really need to get to High Bridge. If we're gonna solve the Purple Eye situation, there's gotta be someone there that would be grateful.
So he's suggesting we only get a partial repair.
I think all we really need to do is replace this axle that we borrowed.
There's some other major structural damage, as well as not being able to sleep inside of it super effectively. But
Folly, with, like, the highest passive perception, you see that the guy with his shackles, like, he like moves a rock, like, he goes, "Ooh," as he drops this rock on the ground, and he lifts up a pick and he puts it next to the rock, and I shit you not, it starts to move on its own as he walks back inside. And, like, these chains, like, continue rattling as he just goes back inside, as you see this pick slowly break at this rock.
Oh, I guess they do already have animated picks here.
I think you're late to the party, Gerald.
that dude's ignorant to stuff in his own town. Jesus.
That's pretty cool.
I don't want to work for 15 days to get the cart. I mean, even if it was to get it roadworthy and maybe...
We could think of a way to expedite the process, I'm sure.
What if we just go get the materials and just show up with materials?
We mine a lot of iron really fast.
I think Dawnstone would probably just let us buy some.
I like the idea of getting a bunch, showing up with all of it, and then saying, look what we can do. Now take it or leave it. Get the ball back in our court. Right now, we got nothing to negotiate with.
True.
I'm not sure if that'll work. I mean, honestly, to me it seemed more like he wanted us to work out of principle for Dial, not because he needed the iron or the materials.
Aye, that do be what it seemed like. But a man in need of iron couldn't deny such a haul. Would put him to the test. Test his faith.
He does seem quite proud of his picks. Maybe we could give him a treat if we found some rare material to make a pick out of.
That'd be interesting.
Sure, he would owe us for that.
I mean, what's with this? He said we might fit in with this archaeologist guy, right?
It's true, we should at least see what the promise is here. If there's, I mean, whatever, they got an animated pick here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab onto the pick.
Nice.
Yeah, you grab the pick, and it kind of has these, like, glowing glyphs on it. And when you grab it, they just and it just goes heavy in your arms.
Oh shit, my bad.
Damn.
My man, it was
Accidentally
me.
turn it off.
It was me. Yeah.
As this rattling starts again, and the door opens and this guy walks out. You see this kind of unkempt hobgoblin. He has like this long hair and long beard.
It was like this after I got here.
Ooh,
Tundra's not pickaxe certified.
what have you done to my pig?
Oh my god.
Ghost of future or past.
I couldn't help it.
Return the pick, or else for the next 100 years.
No, I drop it.
Oh. And he takes this pick, and you see he like does this very deliberate motion with it, and then he lets it go, and these glyphs light up, and it goes back to like repeating this motion.
That was a wise choice. He made 100 years is a long time.
You would know.
Oh,
100 years is short in the face of eternity.
I suppose that is true, but on the schedule we are on, it is quite a long time.
You have to do the calculation how long that is.
Yeah, multiple, like at least like 8 in-game or out-of-game years.
8 out of game years? Talk about 800 out of game.
Yeah, it might actually be an eternity. Yeah.
Do you have more of those?
This is my only one.
You make
The
more?
possession from when I was alive.
Oh
Why is
god.
everyone around here dead?
Wait, you're dead?
Yes.
What? You look so not dead.
He
Wait,
looks
does,
more
right?
alive than Gerald.
He does. He looks, while like dirty and unkempt, he does not like look ethereal or anything.
Are you
You
sure you
look so
died?
alive.
Oh, I'm quite sure. Would a dead person do this, or would a live person do this? Woo!
I guess
Can
not.
can I insight him to see if he's lying about being dead?
Sure.
Can I try to make that noise?
Roll performance.
Wouldn't it be funny if we can't?
And then, based on your performance, I want to hear what that noise sounds like.
Quit it, Carl. No.
Oh yeah, I need to keep track of the Shivers 11s.
I can't roll.
Alright, so give me a 10 on a... See? You still
really
draw
hard.
breath.
Sorry.
And yeah, Gerald, you believe that he believes this. What tasks coil you to this mortal plane?
We're here to talk business, if you don't mind.
Your cart. He like looks at it. The damages. Oh, this could prove fatal to the mechanisms within.
What be ye knowing about the mechanisms within?
I am an archaeologist. History. Mechanical objects. They are the same. They are lost to time. Immeasurable.
Hey, so you are
And this pick like finally breaks this rock in half, and there's this small, like, old piece of metal with like a small crystal embedded in it. And he picks it up and he starts looking it over. He very quickly casts Detect Magic on it. Still draws breath.
Are you saying the gem, the crystal, draws breath?
You like a Kabakon guy, or
Yes, the mechanisms of old.
Can I
buried-
inspect it closer?
The thing he's holding?
Yeah. Stone, brick. I mean, I feel like I'm an expert.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
so
cross
you
knowledge.
see what he's carrying, and he holds this small bit of like metal. It's still covered in like the dust of this stone, but embedded in it is like a small bluish crystal.
Do I have any knowledge of it, or have
Only
I
an
seen it
Arcana.
before? Oh boy. I'll do that again. Oh, never mind.
I can't believe it went from a natural one. So
Didn't you take away my
The
ability to do that?
halfling look, man.
no, I didn't take away your halfling luck.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a nerf and a half. That'd be racist. It really would be.
No.
As you look at it and you see what really jumps out to you, and the crystal clearly is like what's kind of magical, but what really jumps out to you is that it's this small like fragment of adamantine. That this like black metal that's very uncommon. But what's striking to you more is that this piece of black metal is broken. That it is nigh indestructible. It's kind of what it's known for.
Yeah. Are the mines here full of this?
Yes. There are many Kabakon relics. Many things embedded within.
Is that
Most
the
of it.
Kabakon relic?
What looks to be a fragment of one. The
Where's
most...
This metal I've...
The second most intact one. Aramis claimed for himself, deeming it holy, and covering it in his own scriptures.
Oh.
But the largest is buried deep within.
How do you know that?
Because I have found it, but I cannot gain entrance. A full, intact Kabakon ruin.
Is that how you died?
No. I died in a cart accident. There was a cart
those can be lethal, yeah.
and a very angry northern boar.
Could have been snakes.
Yeah, ours took a Gragnork and an explosion from a cursed dice item. You know, it's like the same thing.
Do you think?
Messing with the cursed is a quick way to find your grave. That
I mean,
Yeah, that was
and dire boars.
What would you do for us if we were to retrieve said fixed item?
Your cart.
Would you
Yeah,
fix
can
it?
I can feel its pain. I would fix it. And I can give you my pick.
Sounds like a
Um,
deal.
Yeah, I'm not. I have to go over it with our accountant,
Yeah.
Gerald.
Are you gonna put a bunch of stuff on it, or
Gerald's are in charge of our money.
Yeah, Gerald, you're gonna have to. Does this sound
Do
like a
you
good
want
deal?
me to put a bunch of stuff on it?
You obviously have the most in common with this man, Gerald.
I
Then
mean,
no.
you do.
How do you mean?
No,
I've
he's
never
just
met him in
saying.
my life.
You grew up in the same era, you know. It's like
He seems like
We
a
did.
wizard. You know.
How old are you?
He's dead.
It's been a long time. Perhaps a
Well, how long?
decade. Perhaps millennia.
I think you're like the same age.
Oh, so you seem to be quite interested in history, yes.
Yes, I could not breach the door. I do not have the tools to disassemble the adamantine. And whatever sensor it had, I could not break it. And just like all of the housing in this site, it is impervious to my ethereal form.
That's just what I was wondering. I'm like, he can't break it, but is he even strong? Like, he might not even have a chance to break it at all. He probably can't even touch it.
Look, and he goes up to his front door and he puts his hand on it.
Yeah, he can't do shit.
And he pushes and the doors open. Wards everywhere.
Or like, did you say like he physically pushed it open, or
Yeah, he
he
physically pushed his door open.
All right.
His arm didn't go through it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hilarious. He's just weak as fuck.
You know.
Can he fix the cart? Let's really think about that.
Yeah, can he? That's a good point.
Gerald, as a wizard, is it also true, my observation, that the quirkier a wizard is, the more powerful he is? Is that just true in general, you think?
I am not a wizard.
Probably not.
Archaeologist.
Dang, he just lost points.
And a dead one.
I am an artificer.
Oh shit. Points regained.
Okay.
Exactly what we need.
Yeah,
Alright.
it is
How do
actually.
we show us where we should?
Oh shit!
retrieve
Can he
this
fix
thing?
you?
Yeah, or did you
Can
say
he
it had a
fix you?
sensor? Is it like waiting for a gem? Or something?
Hmm?
Like a Comic-Con thing would open the door, maybe?
Perhaps.
Can you show it to us?
I can show you where it is. You'll have to follow my map.
In the mines, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are allowed to just walk in the mines, I'm assuming.
You can. But they may judge you.
Why?
We're used to it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The judges in
The
good
way
way
they
or
look
bad
at
way?
me,
It's not
they
a may.
fear
They
the
will.
dead.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we're
same way they
alive.
fear the other times. Hmm?
We're alive.
It's true. You should draw less notice.
Can you fix Shivers?
sure
Can
that's
he fix you?
Immediately, Shivers kind of approaches him.
I've got a bit of a problem. I don't know if your skills can handle
This, and I point at the deep 11 scarred in my chest.
He looks at it for like a moment. And like this piece of paper he'd been holding, he drops and the chains start rattling. A curse! A curse! And he runs inside.
Literally, Shivers was just about to let him know that it was way more than just like a physical scar, and he immediately knows that. He can tell by just looking at it. That sucks.
I mean, he knows his stuff.
Yeah. All right.
He was also detecting magic.
I trust him to fix the cart, but it's like, does he like us?
Yeah, I mean, we'll pick up this map.
Yeah,
For sure.
Do we have that?
Yeah, that was what he was scribbling.
Beautiful.
Drops this piece of paper, and you see like kind of this rough line work.
What the hell are you trying to do, Carl? Instantly. I love you.
So small.
I love you so much. Eventually, I'm gonna roll another dice.
Do you guys think we should go talk to him and calm him?
Oh, we should just go find his stuff. It'll make him feel better.
Hey, there be a chance we make things worse.
I feel like this will be faster than the iron thing.
And we can use the
Most
iron
likely,
thing as
and
the cover for going in there anyway. So
if nothing else, as long as he has the skills to repair the thing train, I may be able to pay him in knowledge.
No.
yeah,
He seems
sell
to
him
respect.
one of your books. you know?
He seems to respect more than just history, but he might also have quite the fascination for the Kabakon and the flawed and flawless.
Ooh.
Did he say that the lost quarters are those? They're like right next door. You're saying that those also no one can get into, or just that he can't get into them?
Oh, he can. He just can't phase through walls
Gotcha.
or wards against his ethereal form.
And
Yeah.
the thing we're going to be clear, is a locked Kabakon ruin that is barred by adamantium.
Yep.
Nice.
Easy money.
Yeah.
How
I'm
much?
assuming that everyone around here knows about it.
How much time do we have until dinner?
You got a while.
The real questions.
I was about to say, that's what I wonder every night, dude.
You're the one making it.
I'm
When am I-
quite.
Gotta make dinner. Jeez.
I am quite curious about all of the Comic-Con related things around here. I want to know more about what it means to be a flawed or flawless.
No, I think the picture's becoming clearer as to why there's a mining operation here.
Are they looking for more Kabakon buried in the earth?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it
what he
was
said,
quite
he said-
strange seeing those two Comic-Con that were
Yeah,
modified.
You said
The main
Aramis
guy
had,
seems to have
Yeah.
some sort of fascination with them.
and he had taken the most intact one that they could remove.
I just don't get what the Kabakon has to do with Diel. Are they unrelated? You just like
That's
So
them?
how did
good
Dial?
question. I don't think I know Is that a sect of Dael that I would be familiar with? One
That what would be?
that if there's a connection between like a between Dael and the Kabakan, like a thing that Dael is interested in.
Roll me. That's a good question. I would like to have you roll a religion because it's Dael related, but I think it's actually a history and not a religion at all. But because it's Dael related, I'll be a little bit easier for you.
There's got to be some juicy stuff behind this roll. There has to be.
Let's find
There's
out.
got to be a connection here with the Kabakan and the Tempest.
Damn.
History's been
So,
like I'm unofficially proficient at history.
you know, as you kind of not only came from like a place of Dael worship, you came from like almost this like clandestine like sort of group, like subsect of Dael. Like you are not just someone who went to like Sunday mass. You are someone who like was training to hunt and kill in Dael's name. Dael was once a person like you were. He was a warrior, and it said there was another like Dael before Dael, and it kind of was passed on. That with that role, Dael was once a not necessarily Kabokan, but part of that same old species, like from that same time frame. And kind of while they kind of went in this sort of path of like mechanisms and stuff, just to put it as vague as possible, Dael sort of split and went down this like honorable warrior's path.
But essentially, he was a like perfect in terms of like what Gerald is related to as like an imperfect or whatever.
The
He was,
flawless.
or yeah, he was a flawless.
No, not at all.
No, so
actually.
he was a
The
Kabakan.
flawless. He was the same base race
Oh, okay.
as these people, but
And then-
like from the same time frame. But he is sort of going the opposite direction of them, the opposite end of
Right.
like the flawless, flawed sort of
Wonder
deal.
why-
Like they would be the leader of Kabakan and Elucent and stuff like that, and he obviously a god.
You know, thinking about the textbooks.
And you had some very special textbooks.
In now with this light, I think they're only partly related by the era. Dael grew to godhood at the same time as the Kabakan were around. Maybe shortly before they fell. It's hard to say. Although I think their ideals were diametrically opposed because they're from the same era. they might be here looking for Dial works amongst the Kabakan parts, or there is a plan. Right.
It'd be
Dial.
one or the other.
Yeah. He could have some connection to the Kabakan that we don't know about. And he's looking for something. Or it's just something that he knows about, right? Could be part of the plan. It's hard to say.
Who do you think they're
There's
with?
too many what ifs around. I wouldn't be able to say.
What are the odds that they are enslaving the Kabakan in a way?
It's possible. I mean, you did have the bodyguards.
It didn't seem natural, but I suppose I don't really know that much about the Kabakan.
Would it not be seen as a bit of blasphemy in the eyes of Diel?
Kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Oh, do you think the Diel worshippers are sided with the Tempest?
No.
Because back when we were in Toft with Zell blew up the Tempest, saying the Kabakan knew what they were doing.
I think that might be unrelated.
You think so? You don't think that ties into all of this?
It seemed more like a personal vendetta.
I think the Tempest is definitely separate from Diel.
I almost wonder if Aramis is like misinterpreting their importance, or if he knows they're from the same era, he just wants something to get closer to Dial or something.
I can't be sure, but I felt something be off with him. There be a disturbing lack of problem. He be too nice.
He could also just be his interaction with the Kabakan could be what's keeping him from being called. Also. It's just too much that we can't. It's all speculation.
So, Tundra, how do we get past the adamantine?
Yeah, do I know how to break it? I know that I would normally not be able to break it, but can I tell in what way it did break? I feel like because I could be able to, like, I could tell if something was sheared off or, etc.
What's the tensile strength of adamant?
Roll me.
Well, yeah, and I'm saying, like, I feel like I would just naturally know. I don't even think it's like, I think I would just, unless it was like something unrecognizable for me, I feel like I would have known what breaks look like.
I think you have to get a close look at it. You kind of just saw it in his hand.
And he ran off.
I'm gonna go find him.
He is just in his house.
Yeah, I'll
He-
pop
or
in. Hey,
his
can I get a
shop.
look at that really quick? I just want to make sure that we can get through the front door, really.
Yeah, he's like sitting down. He's like drinking like a bit of coffee,
Ghost coffee.
ghost coffee. What did you need?
Oh, that piece of adamantium. Can I get just that metal? Can I just see it really quick? I won't take it. I just
Another
need
soul interested in the arts of the past, the secrets it can teach. Yes.
Sorry, I asked. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super
This
interested.
metal,
Can I see it?
nigh indestructible.
Yeah, I take it from him.
But yeah, he's like looking at you. Boop. Eh,
Oh wow, yeah, this is interesting. As I'm gonna inspect it.
yeah. Roll me an investigation. This is gonna need another roll.
Reminds me of the wizard from Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
Dr. Morpheus or whatever, Orpheus. Yeah.
Yeah,
What are that again?
Orpheus. An orphan soul.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Rip.
When you're
I mean,
not
10 is
fine,
the
you just
is
can't
the
do
first
anything
roll.
because they would never
Yeah.
understand.
I see you are perplexed. I do not know the exact circumstances, but there were great weapons beyond our understanding. From the cataclysm that were able to destroy even this. It's hard
you know
to
of any?
believe, yes. It would have had to have been very powerful, very concentrated. And I'll do a roll for him. Oof. I bet you wish I had inspiration. It still eludes me. The stones still hold the secrets of the past.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, make sure your friend knows. He's cursed.
Yeah. Like, hey, can I borrow that? He's like, fuck you.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
also
walk back out.
keep going.
Some kind of weapon, some kind of something old, something.
Gerald?
I
Something-
was thinking the same thing, Bali. The old dragon scale I had.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
That I got it back in Deimos. It's related to the Flutter. Or it shows me as I'm not quite sure. But maybe it'll allow us passage with the ruin in terms of some kind of authorization or something. It seemed the professor respected me more than anyone else because of it. Even though his respect was oddly disrespectful.
We could try that, or, maybe we could just blast through the wall with our scroll.
I'm not gonna use the death to everybody's
sounds-
scroll to
that
get through
sounds
the door.
quite- Quite dangerous even if we used a different means of destructive force, considering it's inside the mines.
But if anything could
What
do
if it collapses on us?
It just needed to not be me this time. I'm always wanting to use that thing.
Well, either way, we should probably take a look at it. Maybe we'll get more ideas then.
Hey, I'll also see if the train be comfortable parking inside the tunnel of the mine, getting some shade from the light.
No, I'll be parking here, next to the madman.
As long as he be comfortable.
I'm gonna whisper to Tundra. Do
I-
the thing changes go against Shiver's direct orders there?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I should be worried about that.
It seems quite odd. I thought he always acted basically like a yes man to Shivers.
Yeah. But if I think about it,
Yeah.
it's not that odd.
That was an incredible response. Yeah, Shivers is actually too worried about the reaction of the dude. I kind of played that off at first and didn't think about it, but that just reaffirms Shivers' fears. And yeah, I'm too absorbed to think about being betrayed.
Damn.
And he'll never see the mutiny before
Yep.
it happens.
100%.
Dude, I know. The funny part is I was always thinking like him and Marcus were gonna duke it out. Turns out it's me.
Yeah. I still can't get over forging the arc with your own hands. That's just it. I think about that.
They literally did duke it out. He made a
Yeah.
an evil
shadow spawn.
nightmare warrior to fight him while he was afraid. All right, before we continue onward, let's do squad piss. Yo.
Little dog.
I remember when it did that automatically for you.
Yeah, when I had Nitro.
Yeah.
Nitro's so good, dude. Apparently they're making a built-in voice modifier in Discord.
Oh no.
I don't know if it's gonna be a Nitro thing or not. But
I mean, I kind of hope it is, so less people have access to it.
yeah, I don't know much about it, but I found out like last week because my friend got it. Apparently they're just rolling out beta phase to Windows like desktop versions of it randomly. I think I don't know how random. Maybe you need Nitro to get it, but it seems like it was just right so far. It's just like a bunch of preset voice mod things, like your typical voice mod download thing. I think it's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
kind of neat. Hopefully it's really good.
Yeah, I just don't want everyone using it.
Hmm
I decided early on that I was like, I'm not gonna use that stuff for D&D, except for like, I might use it like 1 or 2 times in a campaign if I ever did, but
Some like super demonic voice or something.
yeah, I realized that like I think it works better in like post when like people are like watching something, but when it's happening, it just kind of like distracts. But that might just be also my opinion.
Maybe it's something you gotta get used to, right?
I had I had a friend do it for his campaign for voices, and I was like, no. Hey.
Yo. Ooh. Yo.
All right, so are you all planning to head into the mines and follow this map?
Do we have an estimate of like how far into the mines it is based off the map?
It seems pretty far in.
Yeah, we're gonna take on.
I
This
think we'll
journey with
need.
no plan.
I think we'll need to make a plan at least.
Yeah.
We do have a dinner invite. It may not be the worst thing to have food if we're gonna do this. Also, if we want to like have a facade going in, we could try and get some pics off of Dick.
I mean, it sounds like
hey,
it's how
we're
many
there to
pics he
mine.
makes.
Yeah.
How many pics he makes? They're probably just laying around. Like everyone's mining out here.
Didn't you have him on the shelf or something?
Yeah, he had a bunch like behind him, like in the.
We could just say like we're prospecting first before we decide, to get the equipment.
I mean, getting pics off of them, we don't have to sign any contract. We don't have to make an agreement if we don't want to.
I guess that's a question.
Just
Like,
an
well,
agreement
maybe
with Dia.
maybe he'll just give it. Maybe he'll just give it to us. I don't know.
I mean, it's not like they have much use
For-
to us
for the
outside of
IL.
the space.
Yeah. Or like borrow a pic, rent a pic.
I was just thinking it would be less questions if anyone is patrolling the mines for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I think the more time we spend with that dude, what's his name? Amarius?
Aramis?
Yeah.
Aramis. Amarius. I think we're just gonna piss him off. He's just gonna hate us more, no matter what. So like, if we go to that dinner, it's just gonna make him hate us. All I'm gonna say.
Do you think it'll make him hate us more than skipping the dinner?
Yes. Yes. Like, guaranteed.
Man.
I don't know. Food does sound pretty good.
Right now, I am kind of scared on whether to or not to reveal like our connection to Kabakon, Shivers, and I to them. Because Shivers, I mean, Shivers isn't really. I don't think he's really related to Kabakon, but he does have the Kabakon arm.
That he has been
I'm
waving
hoping
at
maybe-
everybody, you know.
Maybe that'll help us gain entry. I don't know.
It could, yeah.
Mm.
I am interested to see, like, is Aramis the only one with Kabakon stuff around, you know?
Actually, you know what?
Because that.
Ooh, okay,
might
let me
be
get a
true.
look at the rune first, and then I might have some idea.
Yeah, what?
I'd like to make a. Sorry, really quick. I'd like to make a nature check. To just like test my knowledge of how strong axe beaks are.
You gotta find an animal
yeah.
that has a really concentrated amount of force.
It's like just under adamantium.
I'm just wondering if they can mine iron. That might just make it super easy.
You're true.
Nature's pick.
So I can summon 8 of those fuckers.
Oh, jeez.
You did have me thinking, like, we should have killed that bird and stuck its head on a stick.
Yeah.
Use it as an axe.
Yeah. Well, even
would
though
still be
they're
alive.
Very
Yeah. It would still
Even-
be alive.
Our own animated pick.
even though they have like a very strong beak, it's sort of made more for defense against fleshy things. It's not so good at, like, it could
Yeah.
probably do like a bit of damage, but the iron would probably damage the beak more than the beak would damage the iron.
Yeah, even though I like the artificer guy better than than Dick, obviously. He's kind of a dick. But I really do want to see the look on his face if we showed up with just a ton of iron. Just be like, 15 days now, motherfucker, you want this?
I really
Damn.
don't think he would be that impressed. He'd actually might be mad.
I think it would be like you dare circumvent your connection to Dial or something.
Yeah. I don't think it would be as, as
Yeah.
good as we would hope. you
Very
know.
true. Yeah, he won't let us
Wouldn't
have
get
it.
The same.
No, he wouldn't let us have
Definitely
it.
wouldn't let us have it. Yeah.
No. He didn't
Yeah, I
let
know
us
what
have the
you want.
Graknor. So, fuck him.
I mean, there is a version here where
No, Carl,
Ryan
put it
is
back,
like-
Carl. No, go back.
Just watching it now.
There is a version of us where Ryan wonders why we just actually just spend 15 days here hard working on getting iron.
Mm-hmm. He like proposes it, and we're like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
cool, dude.
That sounds reasonable.
Maybe. I don't think Gerald would survive though. That'd be
Yeah.
tough.
I
we
think
could use
I
We'd have
think
to
Gerald
cover
would.
for him, you know?
I think Gerald would come out like ripped.
Gerald
What,
did
like
do some
1 year
I mean,
younger, or what are we
He
talking
got his initial working out at
He'd be looking
Syzygy,
like Aramis.
right? When the Tempest were there, doing the push-ups in the rain.
about?
He could be looking like Aramis pretty soon here.
Get
Yeah.
a Rocky montage or something. Like, no, screw that noise.
Well, I mean, I have a few different ideas.
If we want to see the look on his face, we have to circumvent the hard work that he wants us to do. So, and also his help.
Or we could use magic to just get rid of the labor.
Want to kill the laborers?
No. We went to magic school. I know we try to forget it, But we did.
We really do try.
We did pretty good there too.
Aye.
You don't
We
know.
went to magic school. Yeah.
I'll take out my walking-nut and be like, we can do things with these.
Mhm.
You know?
We can. They're quite powerful.
Hey, you watched Tundra dig a hole with his mind.
Tundra built a bridge with his mind.
But I don't have to use this fucking. What do I even have? I have a dog tail or some bullshit.
No, you have a butterfly wand now.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little ribbon on it.
Yeah,
So much better.
Shivers thinks that was magic.
Oh, and also you have a butterfly mask.
You need to wear
That's a
it when
mercy
you
monk.
want. Yeah, yeah.
I think we should just scope out the mines and do some tests. And then maybe go to dinner.
Yeah, I think
Even though
so,
it's a long
too.
way in, I think it's still worth to just see what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it's even open.
It's just open already.
We left it open.
Yeah. It's like when someone leaves the door unlocked, you know?
There's a Vorpal sword and 10,000 gold.
No one even tried opening it. It looked too intimidating, you know?
Yeah.
Can't like half of our party just like mold earth anyway? What do we? Is that a thing we can do?
I don't know that it's.
We haven't used our feet of magics for the day, so we could do some crazy combo shit depending on what we
We
see.
could do some crazy combos.
I have
I'm
stone
still
shape.
waiting for us to try like a full party feat of magic combo.
Could be
Yeah,
tonight.
can we like dimension door through the door?
We're gonna really put our heads together tonight. Think
Mhm.
tank new limits.
Yeah, I guess we'll go down.
Unless
Yeah,
it's just open.
No, I love the pre-puzzling before the puzzle. It's amazing.
Getting ready for this 1,000-piece puzzle, you give us like a 10-piece puzzle.
So
Well, we just have to talk
there's just
about
two
all.
pieces. Boop.
Yeah, we got a lot
So-
of game pieces on the board. We gotta talk about them.
Yeah, you walk past Dick's picks again. He's still inside. You walk past this Dawnstone sort of shipping place. There's a lot of like trade. There are like a couple of carts here at any time, either dropping off some food and water or picking up lots and lots of iron. And the pack animals are like pretty, like they're pretty hefty. They've got like a big cart there that's like being pulled by a giant elk. But yeah, you pass by that, and there are a lot of Asimar just kind of really doing their thing. They're like, as much as you'd think that being like a sore thumb would make you all stick out, they just kind of go past you. They're all very like sweaty. You can tell they're all hard laborers. As let's see if we have something a bit more mine.
Dude said we were gonna be judged, but these people are like, they're too like sweaty to judge us.
Too tired, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, is that too quiet?
No way we were gonna come to the mining town and not go to the mines.
There we go. I think this is the one I want. Yeah, there we go. As you enter this large dig site, you see there are tons and tons of these miners. Not the kid variety, sadly. Sorry, Carl.
You have my attention.
This is an old man's game.
The children yearn for the mines.
As I guess they are young. There's probably like a couple underage miners in here.
That's the spirit.
As at the very entrance of this mine, you see like it is like torn out, like every like little vein has been like extracted from the earth. And you kind of go for like a little bit. It's not like super long, but you see there are all these like little tunnels that go off, and it's very much, it is not like a quiet cave. You hear the echoing of picks in the distance, and you hear this one voice yelling as you kind of come across this like deeper portion of the cave where Bakala, the Asamaru who greeted you, stands kind of like yelling like, "Work harder in Dial's name. Do not lower your picks. Do you expect to be called with this weakness?" Like sort of just yelling at all of these people. As the five of you come walking in, and she looks, she has this like pick slung over her shoulder when she turns around and looks. And where are your picks?
I thought there'd be a lot of spare picks lying around down here.
We thought we'd have access to them down here.
Yeah, like, are there dead bodies with picks? Because, like, look, why wouldn't there be? They're being worked to death down here.
Oh, they're not dead bodies. You see, all of these people are, like, very intent.
I see. So they're not, like...
They're not being worked by Bakala. They are being worked by their own religious zeal.
I see. So she's just kind of like the fitness instructor, and they're all just like...
Wait,
yeah, like...
Yeah.
Was it Bakala that had the Warforged, or was it Aramis?
It's Aramis who had the Warforged.
Aramis, okay.
Bakala was the one who had you wait.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the clarification.
Are there no spares down here?
No, there are no spares. All in this mine work.
We were just gonna look around.
Prospect for a good location, if you will.
Ye not be having fail-safes, in case a pick be breaking. Seems mighty inefficient.
The failsafe is Richard.
Of course it is.
Dick?
Yes, Dick.
The failsafe is
And
Dick.
she shakes her head. I do not have time for your games. And she like looks at one of the Asimar who's like, swing, and they go back at it.
Your pick.
She does not have this like kind demeanor that Aramis has.
I'm gonna tell her,
Your pick be looking mighty clean. They would be ashamed.
Yeah, you look at this pick.
Damn.
Sorry, no, it is. She was yelling and digging.
yeah, I took a chance.
But you roll an intimidation anyways.
I'll
For
try
like
it.
goading.
Damn, I was actually trying to not roll anything else for us. The 11s are fucking bearing down on me, dude.
I want you to roll as much as I can get.
Who knows? Maybe you'll just
It's close. It was close, but luckily
everyone else.
luckily you don't have a 12 written on you.
Yeah.
As she goes, and she goes back to digging furiously.
Cool. Let's go.
And she just, you see, like, she just slams this pick,
Bro,
and she slams it over and over again as you just like,
Yeah, I probably caused a battle later, but we might be able to go now.
you pissed her into working,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. Damn.
It's a good way to goad her. Props. Yeah, as you see on this map, it's kind of pretty far in, and you see it's like he kind of drew like a rough scribble of like these larger caves, and then there's just this tiny offshoot of tunnels that goes for a while. But you see the Aasimar like still are digging pretty far in, and they're all kind of doing nearly the same labor as the ones near Bacala. They're like, and these workers do not, they really don't care about your presence. Like, some of them will look at you for like a moment, but it's almost like they don't have time for you. Like, every moment is precious. As you follow this tunnel until you get to this part where the iron gets a bit more sparse. Like, they've kind of dug in different directions, and the tunnels get a bit more, like, wiry and spidery. They're like these smaller offshoot tunnels of following veins rather than the big central one. And you see this one that has like, it has like a little black X on it, and you look at the wall. It's there's not iron in here, but you see like this like little glint like off of your light, and there are all these like black little glittery specks in the rock. Like, because you took I was gonna say, because you took time to look at it, Tundra, it's like adamantine, but like in fragments. Like, or not just in fragments, in like dust, and like it's basically a glitter.
What could have caused it?
You know, that one snuck up on me. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, that one fucking snuck up on me.
I saw it for a while, but I didn't notice it getting bigger.
Dude, I had it on my shirt. I've had it on all sides of my screen.
Dude, no.
I saw it when it first appeared, but I stopped paying attention to it for a while.
I'll stop. Maybe. Probably not.
We'll see.
I mean, it's just fragments, guys.
Adamantine is quite tough, is it not?
We can ponder as we make our way to the door, yeah.
I'm no geologist, but what do you think it was? What do you think caused it to be so fragmented? Can I roll to see if I can think of a reason why?
I mean, like gems and rocks, or they're not just like one big.
Sure.
I can't say about adamantine, but I know the Morsa weather around here, and when it gets real cold and then real warm, all manner of rocks break. I don't know if this is related, but.
Oh, I'm more so wondering, like,
Not
because
all I
like
can say.
if it sounds like this for lack of a better term, a vault for the Cabocana. If this is just made of adamantine, and maybe they regularly use adamantine, maybe this is like a sign that it could be nearby or something, or there was like a destructive force or something about it. I don't know.
If you want to roll, I can give you something. Maybe.
Yeah. What skill should I roll for it?
I think roll an investigation for like how the damage would have happened. What I can tell you is that, and without context, it's like very hard to gather, but it was, for like it to be spread like this, it had to have been more than just like a simple like weapon. It had to have been more than something small. It would have been like something able to affect like a larger scale, because it's kind of like a lot of this rock has it.
It makes
and
more
this
It does seem unnatural. Like it's not a natural formation of
It's
it.
already unnatural that it breaks.
Yeah, and something obliterated it into dust is essentially what we're
Mhm.
seeing. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm tracking.
It does seem is quite a bit of a destructive force happened with adamantine here.
Would you say it's unnatural?
Oh, it's definitely not natural.
Otherworldly?
It might be of this world, but it might not.
He doesn't know.
It's like saying everything but nothing.
I think we've read these
Well, then we're
books
narrowing
before,
it
right? I
down.
mean, the fall of the Kabakan and the rise of various divine forces
Maybe if
happened
we,
around the same time frame, I thought.
if we
It's
keep
more like
pushing
the fall of
forward,
everything,
we'll get
Yeah.
more clues.
including divine forces.
Yeah, there was the cataclysm is what we're talking about, right? And it was pretty massive. Oh look, the door. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, the other thing you notice about this tunnel is it's very kind of wiry and small. Because like unlike the others that were dug by Asimar hands, this clearly was not. That for, Tundra and Gerald and Marcus, this isn't too hard of a task, but for Shivers and Bali, I'm gonna need an acrobatics.
Oh no.
Yo, what is this acrobatics for?
Not for you.
Whoops.
What's your dex mod?
I'd like it to be known that that's my second 11 I've rolled.
Get them out first.
Should have branded you.
Yeah, you guys need to just
So-
suck them up.
So, yeah, with a 13 and a 15, that is honestly going to be more than enough. This is not the worst, but it is a tight fit. It's definitely a tighter fit for you, Bali. Shivers, it's just hard because
Yeah.
Shivers' locomotion is rather limited. But yeah, you all squeeze through this tunnel, and it kind of goes without rhyme or reason for a while. You go for, it's not like as long as the main tunnel, but it feels longer just because of how much longer it takes to traverse. Like, this is definitely a like laborious process. But eventually you come out on kind of this, not so much a large opening, but you can tell that a lot in this one area has been mined. You see this kind of black structure. It's covered in stone dust, but it is this kind of like bare metal as it kind of reaches these large kind of endpoints and then kind of goes around like a large, like, I'm trying to remember what 12 sides is. I say it's 12 sides.
Decahedron?
A dodecagon. There you go.
And you said this is
As-
a large structure? Like it's been mined around?
It's been mined around, like you would guess that the ghost would have been trying to find a way to enter it. As you kind of walking around this, it's kind of a thin outside like circle, but there's more room for all of you to traverse it. And it kind of looks like there's some mining done up and down, and it's kind of like this, like a big kind of like geometric sort of like skiddly shape, where it's just like, you would guess it's like try for a math minor. I'm not good with my shapes.
Yeah, for the amount
like
that we can see, we can assume it's like a dome or something, right? You're saying it's curved walls.
Yeah, it's not so much curved. It's like it's very geometric,
So it's jagged.
like flat edges, but it kind of has that like shape to
It's
it.
like a dreidel with 12 sides.
It's like it's like a cut gem almost.
Yeah.
You see a dreidel?
As you come up across this door with this kind of larger crystal in its center. It's this like flat, like sheen crystal, and it's this like clear color. And you can tell immediately there's almost like in the crystal, there's almost like this flowing like form, almost like a bit cloudy.
Yeah, I told you we should have brought a crystal.
Similar to the blue gem that was in the adamantine that guy had.
I mean, they're gems. If this is the sensor he had mentioned, it's probably waiting for something
Maybe a construct.
that grants access.
Shivers.
What?
Touch this.
He's cursed.
Well, he's got a Kabakan arm.
I do be cursed. But I suppose I could try.
I'll walk up to it and touch
He
it
does
with
have a Kabakan arm.
the Kabakan arm.
You sort of a makeshift Kabakan arm, but you touch it, and even with the Kabakan arm, there's no response.
Yeah. Slide the arm across it.
Just make sure it gets any good part.
Exactly. Yeah, just like your credit card
Maybe
not
the
not
elbow.
reading. Yeah, exactly. You put it on
This must
every
not
part
be
of
a
the
tap
reader.
read. Where's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got the key.
Let me try this. And I want to take out the flawed dragon scale from Deimos.
Yeah,
See if that works.
you just press the scale to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the scale doesn't work, but kind of with your hand around it, this gem lets out this pulse, and it kind of goes over all of you as you see all of your veins kind of light up a little bit. As except for Shivers, who doesn't have anything in that department.
He's got balls.
Wait, all the veins in my arm or my whole body?
Your whole body.
Does that include my dead arm?
No, because I don't think there's really.
There's nothing to
There's really
sparkle
blood
in
in
there.
It's
Yeah.
too far gone.
He just wants
Um,
it
I
to do.
assume that you have like the worst varicose veins anyways, so we can just see them anyway, so it's really no different looking at you.
Can you roll me 2d10, Gerald?
2d10.
As I need to go to Morsa for a second. There we go. As Bali, Gerald, and Shiver Me Shivers the door starts to kind of like in this low tone, like to all of you hear this
Draconic.
as it says, and after this kind of effect, this pulse goes over you, everyone else's veins go back to normal, Gerald, but yours,
Wait, so all of our veins were glowing.
yes.
Not just Gerald?
Yes. But after the pulse kind of ends, yours are the only one that kind of remain glowing for like a few seconds.
Is it
Damn.
tingling for
As-
any of you guys?
The door says, "Your blood is not pure."
What was that voice?
Like, out loud? Yeah, everyone heard that, right? It's not like telepathic.
As
Draconic.
anyone who knows Draconic,
Right, okay.
as your blood does not meet the purity required. It is only 13% Dracon.
Is it? We can
Hey,
hear it, right? We just
13%.
can't understand.
You all can hear it, you can't understand it. 3 of you can understand it, which is pretty
I'd
good.
like to speak back in Draconic. Do we have a note of what Draconic sounds like?
Yeah, it's lots of C's and K's.
So he didn't just kill the emperor; he killed his family. Cause like he's family with dragons, so he killed them.
The Emperor was a tiefling.
Yeah, no, and then he killed.
Oh, you mean the family he killed to feed to his family?
Exactly.
Or, I mean, the family he
to
killed
kill
to feed the Emperor.
Yes.
I like to say back and just be like, what percentage is required? I'd be like,
Yes.
35% purity.
Gerald would like to respond. Oh, what if I heard to say that we hated the efforts of Gok Catalan?
Your aid is noted, but your purity does not grant you access.
Man.
He's talking to a door right now.
Yeah, what is it just like hissing or something?
Our blood's not pure enough. We need 35% pure dragon blood.
What?
Hey,
I'll bring out the Graknork blood.
Is it Graknork blood?
Yeah,
Dragon?
the Graknark Draconic.
And then I'll be like, and I'll be like, will this suffice?
As another pulse comes out of this door, as again, most of your veins only light up for like a second. Gerald's light up for a bit longer. The Graknork blood lights up bright.
Hell
shark
yeah.
blood.
Granted.
Slam dunk volley.
Dude,
Dude, who
As-
is odd, man?
I disagree with everything you do except for this one thing.
Magic, but that works.
Nice.
As the door kind of where the gem is, it kind of like splits in half. The gem with the door goes into this ceiling. You see inside, it's like a room that hasn't been opened in a very, very long time, centuries. As you see all around are these crystal panels on the side. In the center of this room, there's this large, like, hedron that sits kind of inert. It kind of has these, like, little, like, spikes that kind of, or almost like these little arms in the ground that kind of, like, hold it in place. As it's like a very bare bones room. You just see all of these flat, like, crystals that kind of, like, lay out diagonally on the walls, and again these, like, flat crystal sheets that make up the wall. And, like, some of them are definitely a bit cracked. This thing isn't, like, 100% like flat with the earth, or like aligned like flat. It's like a bit tilted and everything, like it's been moved.
Oh, the door's open. Is that all you wanted from us?
I think so.
So anything else we do is all ours?
I think we should take a look before we just leave it opened
Yeah.
for anyone to go in.
I'll shroud the cave. Make it dark, so no one can find us.
I'm gonna cast darkness back further behind us so that they have to walk through 15 feet of magical darkness to find.
Spooky darkness.
Sure.
Oh, I want to see it on the map permanently.
Just
T-scale.
use the fog cloud template while you're there. Yeah.
Wait,
No.
wait. Let's not put a fog cloud template down.
Oh snap!
That's
Look at
dangerous.
that.
Oh, let's go.
That's sick. What a beast.
Jeez, that's
It
pretty
makes it
good.
very dark when you click the nighttime
does.
button.
That's pretty cool.
Just in case any wandering fucking miners get in there or something.
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing that, I'll cast alarm also.
Well,
I
can
don't
we not just,
expect
like-
anyone to come? But
Yours
If we
is
go
better
in-
if we get abducted. Mine will only work if we stay close. So yeah, alarm is good.
If we go in, can we not just close the door?
We don't know.
Yeah, it's like a sliding patio door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're homies with the door now, like, I don't think it'll be an
That's all I'm
issue.
saying, dude.
What up, door?
Also, it's just fine with the cracking glitter. It's not like requesting it from, like, not taking it from us, right?
No, not at all. It just
Okay.
it basically just sent out like a pulse.
It's like access granted.
I want you to
Yeah,
write
let's,
down 13%.
Oh, I already wrote that down. That was
that's
okay, good.
actually that's pretty
interesting.
good. 13%'s like that's
Well,
pretty
maybe it's
good.
because he's
It's like
cooked
an
so
Above the
eighth,
legal
many.
limit.
Yeah, that's like an eighth.
He's cooked so many.
must have
that,
had
like,
a-
the fumes like infused
Dude.
into his.
Sure,
his
sure.
being.
You are what you eat.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, dude.
Dude, you are.
You-
Dude.
Yeah. Way to fuck up your brethren.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, it's like that would be like one of your grandparents was.
He not only did he like fuck them up, he wrote a book that was
Yeah.
named after cooking
Others
them.
continue to do so as well.
How to eat those who came before me.
Just cast.
I mean,
How
he's
do-
been
how do
willing to
you
eat
use-
a lot of fucked
How
up
to
things.
use
He
every
literally
part of the corpse.
he also cooked his friend's blood into his food. So it's
True.
not like I don't think he I
Or
think
the
known
friends to
like
eat.
I think he's he's sort of like I imagine Gerald
It
is
was
like,
the heat of
listen,
passion.
most chefs won't cross this line, but it's like holding them back. Eat
yeah,
your
Gerald
friends.
can't even.
And family.
There is no line. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Pioneering.
He's on the edge of what avant-garde
Mhm.
is. You know, he's
Yeah.
just there.
Yeah.
Yep. Next will be flesh.
The fucking pickleberry obsession makes so much sense now.
But yeah,
It
you
kills
you
people,
all
you
can
say? Ooh.
you set up an alarm. You set up this magical darkness.
Let's go.
As it's kind of like really like this very pristine room. There are like some shards from some of these like panels that have like broken, but other than that, it's pretty like the room doesn't have stuff in it, right?
But even though it doesn't have stuff, just like the broken crystal, by standards of the world, would be worth it's like so much money. Or is it not that kind of crystal?
I think just knowing that it's Kabakon makes it worth
Yeah.
a lot to
Yeah.
somebody.
Sandro, do you recognize this material?
You recognize this material?
The crystal.
Yeah. Wait.
Roll me a
Tundralogy.
rock. Roll me a rock roll. You have like Mason's tools, right?
I
I guess.
Actually.
am Mason.
No, you don't. Okay, then just roll an intelligence. Unless
He
you have
used to.
something rock related.
It was a brick. That was his mason tool.
Yeah, he knows brick. He doesn't know crystal. Unless he has crystal.
Unless the
proficiency.
crystal's a plant.
It would be like jeweler or
It does grow.
He knows brick, therefore he knows plants.
If the crystal would be good bridge material.
What are we planning on doing at that bridge? What the fuck?
Walk out the door,
Oh
you
my
see
god, dude.
You've
Yeah,
rolled
you
so
can-
many ones.
Three ones this session, I think.
Yeah, it's like this very
He's
it's
putting
this
them on his
very
screen.
soft, like purple, like amethyst.
Yo, it's like a soft purple amethyst.
Isn't,
Interesting.
Isn't amethyst always purple?
I think so, yeah.
Hey, what do you know about rocks,
Yeah,
Folly?
it's
Jeez.
pretty like when I say
Listen to
it's
the
soft,
expert.
like it's
Warlock,
pretty like
he
thin.
had
It's
a-
pretty
he had a
thin.
thing for rocks.
Yeah, it just isn't very masonry-like.
Your
So it's
necromantic
not- it's not
circus
special, is what
master
you're
had
saying.
a thing for rocks.
I mean, it doesn't look special. I mean, it looks nice.
Do you think it does anything?
Maybe it's worth money.
I'm taking it.
I mean, it was behind a impenetrable wall. There has to
So
be.
there's really nothing
doing
else in
something,
here besides
right?
crystal.
Yeah, it's these large crystal panels. Some are kind of like up, like kind of diagonal on these like stones. And they're all like up against the wall, and then the others lay flat on the wall.
All right.
Is
Theories.
there any
Do you think
text on them?
There's not text on them.
they're like a puzzle?
Can I lift one off the wall? Or the yeah.
Can I press one into the wall?
Yeah, Tundra, you touch one of these. And immediately on touching it, it kind of like glows under your fingers.
Oh shit, I lied.
And then it turns red. As
man.
behind you, you
Alert.
hear these arms start to kind of like retract, and these like lights start to like blink on this large hedron behind you. As all of you who can understand Draconic, to the rest of you, it's as to the rest of you is impure blood does not touch the panels.
Okay.
As
I'm a boo right now, is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah.
as let's I didn't have a scene ready for this.
You
so I just
knew
kinda
we.
have to- As I want you all not that. I want you all to roll me initiative. Because let's. Yeah, let's do that one.
Oh boy. Is it super dark because it's still like nighttime version?
There should be a light. Did I not make that light? Wait, what does it look like to you? Oh, it looks fine.
Push the formation. Nice. I was gonna say, this is what I think of every time I think of Gerald's dead arm.
What is that?
As, let's
It's from My
see.
Hero Academia.
Oh, I've never seen it.
As kind of coming out of this shell,
Oh, I missed this.
it gives you. Oh, did I just kill Tundra? Oops,
Dude,
I
what
meant
the
to click
fuck?
on Tundra.
one. Oops.
God.
Gives you the dead
The
condition.
impure.
As Tundra kind of
Shouldn't have touched the wall, dude.
touching this, you like see this. I'm gonna put you more up against the wall, probably closer to a wall. As you touch this, it's like, oh shit, this thing's gonna come after us, and you start pulling you go to pull your arm back, and where it's like on the crystal, it is stuck.
Oh no. Hey guys, guys,
As
guys,
is-
guys, guys,
this
guys.
is your
guys,
turn
guys,
first.
Gerald's got a firebolt for you.
Oh, fucking knocked me out.
It's worked before.
Or they go to the tank.
Can I try to get away from it?
If you want to make a strength save
Save?
Reach
or athletics
for you.
for as an action.
You can do it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can. You like pull your hand, and it kind of like, even though there's nothing like adhesive holding on, it's like if you were the magnet, and it's like
Like rip a layer of skin off? Like
it luckily does not rip a layer of skin off. It is not.
all right, I quickly back up. Guys, game's paused.
My bad.
I don't know what that is. It needs better blood. There's something. Is it the blood thing?
It sounded like it said your blood was too impure.
And my turn.
Of course.
Shivers.
I
Well,
think it's interesting that Shivers knows Draconic.
do I?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting
Yeah.
you know Draconic.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, you know Wargoth. You know he was a big
Yeah,
dragon guy.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
In fact, it's the only thing Shivers knows.
I've actually been playing like I didn't know. Yeah. Put that 11 over there. So, but like, Tundra's stuck.
It's like
This
Diablo Fire.
thing in the
Tundra's
center.
unstuck.
Tundra's unstuck.
Yeah,
I'm not
he got 22 on athletics.
Oh hell yeah! So, but do I sense that like the crystal in the center of the room is like the enemy? Would it be metagaming to attack the crystal in the center of the room?
It started lighting up, and a voice emanated from it.
Okay, thank you. I just
Basically
wanted to.
saying intruders. Yeah.
It's basically, and since you know Draconic,
Yeah, I knew what it was.
you got a pretty strong
especially.
feeling that it wants to hurt you.
All right, cool. That's good news.
Yeah,
All right.
just remember,
That's all I need to
you
hear.
guys know what it says.
Yeah. Bonus action, summon the tentacle right next to it. You
Alright,
could.
so-
Thank-
Concentrating polymorph. What?
I dropped it. I was still concentrating.
Thank you. We're gonna put it here. I'm gonna tentacle up for a second, and we're going to do the classic tentacle whip. Target. There we go. Tentacle. Attack. Getting better at this.
Hits.
Get it, tentacle.
Nice.
Wow.
Heavy
Except for
tentacle. Yeah, no joke.
And damages.
Yeah.
Big
Finally,
slap.
something not made of ice. Now, you know what? We're gonna start slow, maybe. Oh, fuck it. I just need to find it on here. Okay, spells. I haven't casted this before.
Ooh.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, he's got such a shit-eating grin on his face right now. I'm excited. The more excited he gets, the bigger my 11s get.
Where do you think that expression comes from?
Shit eating.
Shit-eating
A
grin.
shit-eating grin.
It's like the kind of smile you have just because you're stupid, you know?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I think
No,
there was,
it's-
like,
I
one
mean,
guy
it's-
that was eating
It
shit.
probably came from the South, that's my guess. It doesn't mean anything. It didn't
I think
actually
there's-
happen.
There's an origin story for everything.
Actually, don't have the spell
I hope so.
on my
It's just like
thing.
Billy.
What
the
spell?
town idiot.
Blight.
Right. It's the idea of
Blight.
being
Yep.
the only
So you-
person who would do it is an idiot.
It's on my character
Uh,
sheet.
But he's also
Did
extremely
you ever import it?
Nope.
Is it there now?
Check.
Or wait, I think I need to.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Yep.
It shows as at will. It is not at will, but
That's so funny. All right. Yeah. This creature, or sorry, Shivers just focuses his attention at the crystal in the center of the room that's going off, and pure malice just leaks from his suit and begins to solidify in the air as black darkness, and it lashes out in several tendrils that wrap around the crystal and strangle it with like this black necrotic energy. He has to make a Constitution 15 saving throw,
yep.
and if the rumors are true about all rocks and stones and minerals that are plants, then he really gets fucked up.
Well, he is not a plant,
Ah, damn.
but I also
He's
rolled a
not
2.
a construct.
Ooh, nice. That
So roll
means
damage.
yeah, he gets really fucked up.
Wow.
Oof,
That's a really big roll.
that is a big roll.
Better than average.
How dare ye be trying to hold us against our will? Hold us accountable for what we don't be knowing. I'll take everything from ye.
He's just taking it out on this crystal.
Yeah. Then I guess I move close to the wall, but not close enough to touch it. And then we end.
We're in his element, right? We're underground in the dark.
Yeah.
Like,
I should be going off. Your turn.
All right, Marcus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So much deep, dude.
I'm going off.
Oh my god.
I will step into melee range,
Yep.
be the faithful face tank. Because
Where?
because I haven't done it before, I want to do it. So, I'm getting out the cosmos void aspect. That's kind of where I land on, I think. I want to try this casting Sickening Radiance once a day. 'Cause that sounds fun. But I
all
don't
my
have
health
that
stops.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. I
Does
forget
it
what
not have the spell attached?
Mm,
Darn. That's an oopsie. Should have it. Oh, I guess not.
It doesn't show up anywhere.
Oh, I'm freaking Get out of here, dude. Oh, I need to find where it is. It should be in here. There you go. I dragged it onto your sheet.
Oh, 4th level? Hell yeah. I can't do those. Alright, well then, no available spell slot, that's okay.
I think
How
you
do
just
you
have to
think-
uncheck the box.
How do
Yeah.
you guys think Foggy will do on the
Oh
pop
yeah,
quiz?
it's a big old area, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna put this away from us as best as I can.
Well,
Oh,
I
that's
may-
there. That's permanent. That shit's crazy looking.
Yes, so that's
Yeah.
Crystal's got a constitute.
I think this one actually doesn't do half damage. I think that's the
Oh,
dumb
yeah.
thing about that spell.
must succeed or take damage. Yep. So he's fine.
He is
Or
fine.
when it starts
sadly.
its turn there, so when he starts his turn, he has to make another saving.
Yep. Yep.
But it can't turn invisible, regardless.
That is
right?
true. It cannot turn invisible. Anything else?
I believe I don't qualify for any bonus actions. I will end
That's
turn.
an interesting effect, man. Gee, like a visual effect on the screen.
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
gonna move
expecting that.
forward, and can I use a bonus action or a free action to take out the Graknork blood and say something?
Yeah.
I'd like to take it out and be like, and I'll be like, stop this bloodshed. Will this suffice?
Yeah, you hold this up, and you see it kind of has these like rays. They're all focused on Tundra and Marcus and Shivers right now.
Oh no.
And I'll be like, I'll make you pay attention.
What?
I said, I'll make you pay attention. Don't ignore me. Alright. I do a 10-foot sphere.
Bali uses.
There we
Come on, man.
So we are filling this room with spheres.
Okay. And I would like to use 3 feats of magic if I can.
3.
And I'd
For-
like to cast Shatter.
Well,
Can
it's
I
just
Does it work
it's
like
just
that? Can
it's
I
the
upcast?
it's the 1 feat of magic,
Okay.
and
I didn't know
the
if I used
level
it.
you cast it at is going to be determined by your roll. But yes, you
Okay.
can attempt to cast Shatter.
And, as
So
high
what would you
level as
like
I
to
can.
roll?
Alright. I would like to roll. I mean, we're surrounded by. Not good at nature. I don't know.
How?
I'm not a good druid. How many
You're
times?
the
I'll try nature. Why not? Because I can't think. Of
What do you get, a +1? What is this?
I have a +2. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All
I
right,
have a
roll them
+8
up.
to perception, but I don't know that I can spin it that way. All right, see what happens.
Do it.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
That's pretty good. Let's see what the little thing says. That's not bad. Yeah, I will give you a shatter. As I want you to roll me 3d8 for damage, and I want... What's your spell save DC? 15.
Yep. Good. 3d8.
It does succeed.
It is disadvantage if it's a crystal, actually.
Is disadvantage too? Okay.
Well,
Let me
Shiver
roll that.
says
Again. Yeah. No, I get you.
material, stone, crystal.
Oh. Fails.
Nice.
So, you notice this is particularly effective against it, as it takes double damage.
Bam.
Sick.
Congratulations. There's now a ray on you as well. Is it kind of
Boy.
just looking? All right,
Did
Gerald.
you say that there were lights glowing as if there were Kabakons being awakened?
This
That's
thing.
what I took it as. Okay, this thing has the glowing eyes, the crystal.
It has the crystal is glowing. The crystal tundra touch glowed too.
Okay. I would like to do a bit of a gambit. I'm hoping that Foggy is good with a pop quiz, and I want to cast Sending on Foggy with a message to hopefully gain his expertise on the Kabakon on how to deactivate this.
Jeez.
That's a beast mode.
What do you want to tell him?
I have a message now at 25 words, but I also felt like kind of defeated the purposes of the fact that I'm doing this live in combat. So. I guess Gerald, knowing that this, need to say this quick, he'll just shorten some of the sentences. Say, "Found Kabakon vault in Hillysdale. The touch panel. Told the Imperial will not touch it, and are being attacked. How to turn it off?"
You still have 6 more.
No, don't destroy it. Just hit it a bit.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what you're dealing with. I can't see it.
I was really hoping he'd have like a cheat code.
Yeah. Like fucking
Just
Tony
send
Hawk
back.
over here.
Like if
The
they
activation code.
yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a special word he can use to just deactivate it or something.
Yeah.
Up,
Oh,
down,
yeah,
left,
I
right,
sent my
R1,
two-factor.
R2.
I sent my two-factor authentication code to Foggy real quick.
It should come to your email anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80145. Huh?
Choose the number of pictures that have a stoplight.
All right, so that's
Yeah.
the end of the setting there.
Yeah.
Prove you're not.
Can I
Kabakon.
see what? Am I able to take up the same space as Shiver's tentacles? They're not like physical, right?
If you want.
Can I see what happens if I walk in front of the beam pointing at Tundra?
It's not
Ray.
like it's like a ray of light. Like you can stand in the way of it.
All right.
It's more of just like it's got his number.
All right. Well, I want to stand in amidst the ray, and just hold up the dragon scale, and I'll end my turn there.
All right.
DC
Let me
42.
make his save. He does make it again.
Jeez.
Plus 8 is hard to
Big
get
modifier.
As he is going to
Plus 8 when your DC's 14.
Do not resist. Ooh.
As I need the three of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That is the most beautiful fucking aura. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess it
Any
just
more
knows.
things on the field? That'd be... Is this a battle or a rave?
Oh, let's go.
Oh.
Is this a charmed or frightened effect?
No.
Ooh.
All right, Marcus.
Shit.
Oh no.
You're not next to it, Bolly.
Oh, okay, thank God.
It's just this shit.
You just felt left out.
So you feel this like it's less of like bracing yourself for tentacle. Bracing yourself for this like massive amount of pain. You don't actually feel so much hurt as you just feel this like almost soothing that makes you kind of feel like just kind of stop in place and makes you a little chiller. As Marcus, you have disadvantage on your next saving throw, or you have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws until the end of his next turn.
Ability checks and
Maybe
saving
it's not so
throws.
bad. Maybe it's not trying to kill us. If it's trying to
Not attack
pacify
us.
us.
As it
I
is
take
going
4.
to, you take 4 and the
Extended
others
death
take 2.
beam.
As it is going to, who's got to shoot one at Bali?
Feeling a bit disoriented.
It's just trying to pacify. Maybe we surrender. We're good.
Oh,
Where's Danny's deflecting thingy when I need it?
Destroyed. As this is the worst time I could get a crit. It does 2. It does 2 damage.
Well, I failed it, so.
Let me.
Dude, maybe this thing is not so bad, guys.
I didn't want to fight it anyway.
As can you roll me a d4?
Part of me feels like it's not so bad, but I'm really scared to underestimate it.
For the next 4 hours, you have disadvantage on strength and dexterity attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. And you are poisoned.
Jeez.
this.
As it is going to float over Marcus. And... where's the easy target button? Is it T? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, T.
As you see from its side, this like arm of force comes out and almost like tries to wrap around you, Shivers, as I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm so good at that.
Oh, dude.
Uh,
Lately, you're about to third arm your way out of this.
boom.
I lied.
As this bubble of force like kind of surrounds you, as you are lifted up off the ground in this bubble, and it kind of holds you next to itself. As Tundra.
Punch.
Punch.
Lots of punches.
Yeah. You do not get advantage with Shivers because he is in a bubble.
Oh, rip. Wait, what if I...
Bubble boy.
What if I do this?
You can do that.
How about now?
Actually, he is off the ground. I'm not going to give you advantage. He's already outnumbered.
Who?
Crystal.
It's my metagaming. All right, I'm punching it. All right. Feature flurry of blows.
Are you going to punch it first before you flurry of blows?
I probably should punch it first, yeah. Dude, why do I have 2 unarmed strikes? I don't understand.
It's probably the one from the class feature or something. Oh, it's because one's your bonus action unarmed strike and one's your action unarmed strike.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that hits a crystal. As you put like a big crack in this, as this thing is actually pretty beat up.
Wait, I still get I get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, you get 2 attacks and then you get a bonus action.
Dude, let's go. Attack. Oh, I wanted that one. All right, and then I'll throw blows.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
So many ones today.
Alright.
He's rolled 4 ones, which is
Really,
almost as many as he
really.
has on his screen.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God, I've missed 3 out of
Man.
4.
As you get this one good blow on it, and it kind of like it's off the ground and kind of hard to reach, and like extending yourself to get at this thing. It's still pretty much punching a rock. Shivers. You're in a bubble.
Yeah,
That one stop his tentacle.
about that.
Do I have a bubble?
Well, I mean, yeah, bonus action tentacle gets its fucking vengeance, even though it already did its vengeance.
It's an extension of yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lagging it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
holy
Oh,
shit.
that made it on him.
Whoa.
That's a pretty cool bubble, though. That's a good bubble,
that's
though.
a dope
That's a
bubble.
really sick looking
That's a
bubble.
pretty good bubble.
As you kind of try and reach out to your tentacle, and this,
Oh shit.
you are cut off.
Alright. Tentacle don't move then. If I'm cut off from the tent. Oh, before I go any further, how do I import my character? Because I'm literally in the game level 7. Or level 6, I mean. I'm level 6 in the game instead of level 7.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm a whole level behind. I was like, wait, my HP's different. What the fuck?
Oh, let's hope that doesn't screw anything up.
Wow, crazy things are happening. I don't know what you just did, but you changed like how everything looks. Okay, there you go. Nice.
I have to change it to the D&D Beyond sheet to do the import.
That's
'Cause
crazy.
This sheet doesn't have the import,
Man,
or at least it might have the import, but I don't know where it
I
is.
looked everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Have
So-
you taken damage yet?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I reach through the bubble with my Kabakon arm out at the crystal?
You like reach this bubble, and it is solid.
Yeah, that is.
It
Exactly.
is utterly solid.
That's exactly why I didn't shoot it. Hang on, I think I have some kind of counter spell thing that I've never used. Jesus, maybe not. Okay, we'll ignore that for the time being.
What the fuck? You have a counter spell?
It's super specific. I think it's on like a very specific type of spell. And it's a part of the thing Ryan gave me, so that's why I've never used it. I don't. none of my spells. If nothing will manifest outside of here. You know what? Y'all got this. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna Blade Ward.
Fair enough.
Yep. I'm just gonna find Blade Ward and Blade Ward. Yep, he did it. He got me. I'm just gonna make myself resistant to damage in here. End turn.
Alright,
Yep.
Marcus.
Alright, seeing as man, Sinking Ray is pretty sick if their bonuses aren't +8, but
Yeah.
because it gives them exhaustion, which immediately makes it harder for them to pass the next check. So like, once it gets going, it goes. But yeah, that's all right.
Especially if you get them to 3 exhaustion, then they get disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, I can see how that gets stupid fast, but I think I will end that concentration also to save our eyeballs.
Sure.
But I wanna.
Oh.
Here, I'll give. Where is that?
Fucking Gerald can't even see him. Ridiculous.
You gone.
Will I'm gonna, cause we're here. I got it. I'm gonna cast a Shining Smite. Concentrate on that instead.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, that's sick. That's really sick.
There we go. We gave him a bubble. Okay. Sorry, what were you doing?
Casting Shining Smite for my
Mhm.
next strike that hits, right? And then attack. And hit. And that didn't target him. Okay, there we go.
Well, that hits. It definitely hits.
Alright, so then. Alright, so let me click this button up here first. 2d6. And then the weapon damage. Oh, yeah.
All right. It says you only.
Am I hitting myself?
No. Well, yeah. No, you aren't. No, what I was saying is that it says it's not giving your weapon the bonus. It's not giving it the +2 bonus. Because it should get a +2 to hit bonus and a +2 to damage.
Well, that was just the Shining Smite.
That was the Shining Smite, but the to hit
Yep.
didn't
Okay.
put it on. I
Well,
roll
then
damage.
Let me roll damage here. And this is. Alright, 1d10. Yep.
I'm back. Did I miss anything big?
How do you want to
good.
do it,
Roll this
Marcus?
thing.
Oh,
Okay, good.
Oh, well, jeez.
I didn't have to spend a bunch of smite charges.
As you stab this thing through and through, as stabbing into this stone, it kind of reveals this like hollow core and mechanisms as
Yeah.
I
think
want-
stabbing it with the Shining Smite is gonna have like a red rays come out of it.
yeah, I'm gonna roll something real quick. Let's roll 2d4. That's Gerald and Tundra. How do you want to do it?
Yeah. It's almost like I'm injecting the void inside of it. And so like there's
Jeez.
just red energy leaking out of the crystal.
That's sick.
Yeah, kind of like this like bluish light on its surface just kind of like bleeds red as it just cracks and crumbles, and as it kind of shatters into pieces from your strike. Gerald, Tundra, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Fifth one. Here we go.
Oh.
Hey, my man.
3s. As this kind of like molasses like goop comes out of like these compartments in it and lands on the both of you, as it's like this it's this just powerful numbing effect as you both immediately fall unconscious. Doesn't have blood, but that's okay.
That's incredible.
I just closed BirdBot.
Bird Bot. Oh,
Yeah, I
unconscious.
mean, yeah, I was gonna say.
I tried to open it, but I killed
Innocent
it.
bystander, man.
Oh, jeez. That's probably why.
Took it out.
Okay. 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 I
As
figured, yeah.
you see this like goo just like fly all over them, this like thick dark brown like molasses. As
If they're down, I'll lay on hands some healing, if that'll help.
yeah, you like go to touch them with lay on hands,
You go
which first your hands get really really numb as you touch, like to touch them they're just coated with like a not like a huge layer but of this goo, and your hands are just super numb immediately and it's just cold.
Dude, this is like the numbing gel they give you at the dentist.
What happened to them?
And Shivers, you are no longer in the bubble. Let me find the bubble cleanup.
Nice. I probably fall, but I'm blade warded, so the
You don't fall that high of a distance.
Yeah.
It's like 5 feet off the ground.
yeah. I get
But
up.
make me an acrobatics because I want to see if you fall.
Will do. But I am very adamant on pulling out the other person, whoever Marcus is not helping. If my acrobatics serves me, of course.
Yeah, you fall. Definitely.
Dude, 3 threes.
You land on the ground. Whoa!
Yeah. I just blast against my side, and as long as it takes me to right myself, I'm not sure who gets to Tundra first.
Yeah, Marcus, who are you trying to help out first?
I was closer to Gerald, so yeah.
Yeah, you try to lay on hands him, and he is actually not wounded at all. Well, actually, he is slightly wounded. He and Tundra took 2 damage.
Oh.
Which you can heal that. You can spend 2 lay on hands, but he's like, you instantly know by touching this goo, you're pretty sure what's happened.
Yeah, if I can untouch the goo.
Yeah, it's just your hands.
It's numbing goo. I think it knocked him out. They're not really hurt. How do we get rid of it?
We could bottle it.
I'm just like crawling over to Tundra. It be liquid pacification. I'm trying to like get him to wrestle him out.
Do you go through any of the goo, Shivers?
Fuck. I mean, in my head, I'm immune to this shit. I've done
Yeah.
it time and again. So yeah, I'm
Alright.
just gonna.
Roll me a
Have another
Constitution
mysterious
save.
puddle.
I will
Yeah.
give you advantage.
Remember
Nice.
the last one though? You weren't immune to.
Yeah, very
Then again-
many of
Power
these
washer?
actually I'm not
Then
immune to
again,
when I think I.
Warforged are probably pretty similar to Kabakon, right? And they probably have this being able to affect Kabakon.
Yeah. Shivers. Your arms go numb as you
Balls.
crawl through this.
Oh, it be a
It is-
strange feeling. It be.
Potent. As like, it's really strange for you.
Absolutely.
Is this what it's like to feel alive?
As you like put one arm forward, because you got a pretty high roll, I'll just give it to you that you also kind of numb a hand, like one of the arms. Let's see. I forget. Do you have 2 left arms or 2 righties?
I'll do 2 righty.
All right, it's your normal righty.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, it's me, natty righty.
But Gerald, what you see around you. No, wait. Why am I saying what you see around you? Sorry,
It's hell.
not Gerald.
My dreams.
Bali.
Yeah.
Bali being like the only one kind of not helping.
I'm further away.
Touches
Yeah.
another tablet.
You see around you that all of these various crystals start to glow. And it's almost like after they were touched, this whole place kind of started to come to life. As you see kind of the one nearest to Gerald, you see these like draconic letters like fly past and like whirl around his unconscious head.
I read what they're saying.
As we're gonna call it there for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Do those letters only go around Gerald or also Tundra?
Gerald.
13% dragon blood, boys.
Oh god.
You're never gonna let that go away.
Right to his head it went.
I knew Gerald was something special.